It's been a while. A lot of you guys have been wondering, TechJoyce, where did the car go? Why aren't you making car content? What happened to the car? So let me give you guys a little update, okay? First, the car has 4 check engine lights. 2 of them I don't care about, and 2 of them I've given up on trying to fix. And that's why I'm making this video. Second update, I've been busy, you know, playing video games, traveling, and being unemployed. And third update, I've been sick. I don't know if you guys can tell by my voice, but I'm very congested. And that's all the updates I have. But as you guys can tell from the title, today we are installing Coilovers. Ever since I bought this car, you guys have been complaining about the ride height because it kind of looks like a monster truck. And I agree with you guys. Like, look at this. Also, don't mind the flat tire. I don't know what happened. I definitely did not run over anything sharp. Right now, the ride height is about 15 inches, which is kind of a lot of inches. By the end of this video, I'm aiming for at least like 2 to 3 inches lower. So let's get right into it. Wait, but before we start, do you guys notice anything different about the way I look today? That's right, TechJoyce merch! Yeah! Look at this, guys. It says TechJoyce, and it's me with nerd glasses. And on the back, there's nutritional facts about me. Look at it, read it, look at it. Take a look, take a gander. So if you guys want to steal your mom's credit card, feel free. Actually, no, don't. But yes, I am dropping merch, and every t-shirt will come with either one of these stickers of me or my monkey rat brother. So if you guys want to support me while also getting a t-shirt and 1 sticker, go to techjoyce.com or the first link in the description. And if you can't buy it, no worries. You guys already support me so much just by watching my videos, so thanks, guys. And now, let's begin. The first step to installing coilovers is to jack the car up. I've jacked my car up so many times now, I'm really getting sick of it. And now we lower. And I keep my floor jack here just in case. Shoot! I forgot to loosen the lug nuts. No! I forgot I have this. I have an impact wrench, so hopefully I don't need to lower the car back down. Let's remove this little cap here. That was easy. Shout out the nut-busting impact wrench. And here we got 1 wheel down. Oh, I should have soaked these bolts in PB Blaster last night. I'm so cooked. We'll see how it goes. So here's the old coilover or a strut or whatever you call it. And as you can see, it's connected to this fork right here by this bolt right here. And the fork is connected to the lower control arms by this bolt right here. And I did not PB blast any of the bolts, so I might be cooked. So let's do it now and just hope for the best. Since I now know these are absolutely rusted to the core, let's go pre-soak the rear bolts. I can already tell this one's gonna be an absolute pain in the ass to do. So after soaking the rear bolts, I started working on removing the front struts. That was so easy. This is the best investment I've made in my whole entire life. We got the bottom bolt out and that is already a success, so let's try to get this top one out. Yes! Oh yeah. Bro, these bolts got nothing on my impact wrench. So now with both of these out, let's undo the nuts at the top. For the front, the top mounts are very easy to access. You just pop the hood and they're right there. So here are the nuts right here and let's go undo them. And here's when I sensed that something was wrong. Notice how there's a set of nuts on top of the existing nuts? You guys will see why in just a second. As you guys can tell, the nuts are spinning infinitely. Oh my god! The previous owners like stripped the freaking nut. These nuts here, it just doesn't come off. So the previous owner definitely messed something up on that side because this side, I tested it, it's fine. It comes off fine. So I think the only solution is to somehow saw off the nut. In the meantime, let's just do the other side. First bolt out. See how easy that was? It should just come off normally. I don't know what they did to that side. Yay! We did it! And here's the old strut, so now it's time to install the new coilovers. It's now time for the part you guys have all been waiting for. I'm about to reveal which coilovers I got. Just a little PSA before I show you guys. You might wet your pants. You might bust a nut. I got none other than Fortunato. Can we get a round of applause? Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I got that budget. Yes, I'm going high quality. Because of every one of you guys that have decided to stick around and watch me mess up my car, Fortunato has decided to send me a set of coilovers. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Like, I got sponsored by literally a top tier brand. Shout out to the boys at Fortunato. They sent me literally ooh, they gave me a lanyard too. What else? License plate bracket, another lanyard. You know I love lanyards. No way! They got me they gave me a sweater too. It's a little dirty because it's been sitting in my garage for months. But still, damn, I got a hoodie. I'm wearing this. Yeah, how do I look, guys? How do I look? They got me another hoodie. I think this one's for my little brother. But I'm just gonna keep it for myself. He'll never know. And of course, the coilovers. Come on. Ooh. Give me a minute. Let me just unwrap all of them. So if you guys are looking for coilovers for your car, Fortunato is an amazing choice. I'll link them in the description below. But just to list off some specs, these are custom built, rebuildable with digressive pistons, 24 clicks of rebound adjustment, and premium chrome silicone springs. It's made for everyday use and occasional track use, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Now before I install the coilovers into my car, I have to set the preload as well as the ride height. The preload does not come already set just so they can avoid damaging it during transportation, so we have to do it ourselves. Now I would explain what I'm doing here, but to be completely honest, I don't even know. I don't have those precise calipers, so I was kind of just winging this. So next, I'm going to be adjusting the ride height. So here are the old struts. I'm going to be using it as a reference. Guys, what if we just completely max out the ride height and make it the lowest it can go? This is the lowest it can go. Should we just do that? No! So for the ride height, I think a good starting point would be 3 inches. And then if I can go lower than that, I'll go lower than that. And so now with these dialed in, let's go back to installing them. But as mentioned before, my old strut is stuck on my car, so I asked my friend for help. Now I already knew the only option was to cut the nut off, but I'm too scared to use an angle grinder, and especially one without a guard. Just to be clear, my angle grinder has a guard, but the guys helping me were saying how it's safer without a guard because of the angle of the nut, so I just let them do their thing. Guys, we're hiding behind this wall because
there's no guard on.
So then he got to cutting, and our first plan was to cut off the top and then drill out the nut. But that was taking way too long, so we just went back to the angle grinder.
Oh, it's spinning. I just saw a spin. Oh, you're recording?
I cut into the tower way more than I would have liked. Like, way more. Look at that disgusting bit there.
But eventually, we cut both nuts out and the old strut was free.
Ooh!
Why wasn't anyone catching that?
I caught it. Oh. No.
You cut the wrong thing on camera.
Yay!
Okay, have fun.
Thank you guys.
I think you're the only one that's actually excited. I'm just concerned about that thing snapping eventually. At least you'll know who to blame when it happens.
Hey, someone smart, please let me know if these cuts are structurally damaging or if I'm chilling. So it's day 2 of installing the coilovers. I now have both of the struts on the front L. Last night, I couldn't get the strut on the passenger side to come off because the previous owner somehow messed it up. I don't know how. I think they ran over a pothole or something. So anyways, I took a picture of it and I sent it to my friend and she was like, my 2 friends can help you. So then they just drove here and helped me cut off the strut. Listen, there's some things in life I'm just not willing to do, and one of them is working with an angle grinder without the guard on. And here's the aftermath of the work they did yesterday. They literally just sawed the nut in half. But now that both of the struts are out, we can now install the brand new coilovers. First, let's take off the little nipples on top. Ha, nipples, ha, ha, nipples, ha. And then let's take off the nuts. Ha, nuts, ha, nut. Why do they name it nut and like, I don't even know. Maybe I'm just weird. I'm gonna slide this in here. So now we take our fork and we put it on the bottom of the coilover. And now let's tighten it down. And lastly, to reconnect it to the lower control arm, you have to jack it up. And just like that, the first coilover is installed. And now let's do the other side. And we are now done with both of the front coilovers. Now it's time to remove the struts from the rear, and this thing looks so rusty. Is this normal, guys? I don't think this is normal. So for the rear struts, there's just a bolt here connecting it to the lower control arm, and then there's another bolt here connecting the lower control arm to the hub. So you gotta drop this in order to remove the strut. Once again, the trusty dusty impact wrench is coming in handy. Ah, Shiba. Ah, Shiba. Oof. That was actually scary. This is how I know I need to take a break, bro. I almost just twisted my fingers off.
A few moments later.
So I don't know what happened to my finger, but something is definitely wrong. I can't straighten it without it hurting like heck. It might be sprained, I don't know. But all I know is that for a second, my finger was like... Basically what happened is my glove got caught onto the impact wrench and my fingers twirled with it. So for like a split second, my fingers were just like disfigured in a really awkward position. I need to be more aware when I'm working with power tools because sometimes I just shut my brain off and just... just like it's running through my mind. And now the rear strut is out. And let's go do the other side. And for the ride height, I set it to 1/4 of an inch higher than the front so I can have a slight forward rake. So for the rear coilovers, you will need a helping hand because there's no way you can grab this and screw the top mounts at once, one person, unless you have arms like Monkey D. Luffy, otherwise you're cooked. So now that it's connected at the top, let's go do this bottom part. Not gonna lie, lining up the holes on the lower control arm to the coilover was kinda hard, but eventually, after hammering and patience, I got it in. Oh, hi. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, which house do you live? Just the one right next door? Yeah, sorry, I'm a mess right now. I would give you a hug, but like, I'm really dirty. Oh my goodness, look at me. I know I look like a mess right now, but we're done 3 of the coilovers, 1 more to go, and we're done! Oh, this is a forearm workout. And we are now officially torquing down the final bowl. We're done! We're actually done, guys. All 4 coilovers are installed. It took me about, I say like at least 12 hours straight. Damn, I could have been playing video games. So now let's reinstall the wheels and see how it looks. All right, guys, we're officially lowering it in 3, 2, 1. It's perfect! It's actually perfect! This is actually perfect. Like, this is the perfect level. Dude, this is actually perfect. There's still a good amount of clearance left, so I don't have to worry about hitting anything. Nah, this car is actually sexy as hell. Look at it. Now, the only problem I ran into is that I can't remove the floor jack anymore because of how low the car is. So yeah, that's great, I guess. But anyways, here's a better view of the car, and here's a before, and here's an after. So we started with a ride height of 15 inches. Let's see what it's at now. All right, it's about 12 inches. Obviously 12 inches looks good, but more importantly, does it feel good? That's so weird. Obviously the car looks good, but how does it feel? Let's go take it for a test drive. So we are now gonna go on a test drive. The things I'll be looking for is the handling, the body roll, the bounciness. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, this car has not been doing well. There's a knock sensor. There's an idle air control sensor. It's leaking oil still. There's just a lot of problems. And sometimes the car just dies on me randomly, so. Seatbelt on, we're ready to go. Ooh, that was a rough one for the suspension right there. I think I hit something, guys. I feel like I'm driving a race car right now. Guys, if I got put into F1, you guys think I would come first?
Nope.
I feel like I would.
Nope.
Lando Norris, you ain't got shit on me. Lewis Hamilton? Nah. What I will say right now is I have noticed that the car is a little more bumpy. But other than that, the car like feels fine. I'm gonna go on a straight road and see if I can just do some wiggles. Does that sound good? Does that make your panties wet? Oh, I can't do a wiggle. There's a car behind me and I'm scared they're gonna call the cops on me and tell the cops I'm freaking driving under the influence or something. Well guys, I have arrived at my destination, so that concludes the driving section. Overall, car feels so much better. Physically, it looks way better because it's now lowered to the ground. And also, when I went through that roundabout right there, it felt like I was like an F1 car, you know? I was like glued to the floor, like vroom, vroom. Okay, but seriously, I need to get this car on a track to really test how it handles. So next video, I'm gonna be installing new wheels and tires, a brake kit, and a new exhaust. Let's go!